Hello everyone, today I want to talk about Prismatic Evolution's Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes, what I think about the product, and what I plan on doing with these. So you can see here, I do have 2 boxes, I don't have 4. I wasn't able to order these at the time when you could have bought in quantities of 4, which is a case quantity. I bought them during the time when they did change the quantity maximum from 4 to 2. So you can see here, I only have 2. Now, me only saying that I only have 2, I sound ungrateful, but I am because, as you guys may very well know, on release date, everybody was expecting a restock of this product. It never came. Now, some people were confused why that happened. I'm not that surprised. I'm pretty sure with the 151 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, I don't think they restocked on release day, if I'm remembering correctly. And I'm pretty sure, the reason why they didn't do it with this set, especially too, was because everybody was anticipating for the drop. And Pokemon Center, knowing, how popular, this set was and how many people were waiting for this to get restocked, I think they knew that this was going to be a mess if they released it, on release day. So I'm guessing Pokemon, at some point, they're going to restock them. They're going to put them on the website. But the reason for them waiting, I believe, is just for things to cool off a little bit. Because, guys, I think you know very well, online, I mean, everybody was waiting for these to drop. It was crazy. So many people on the Pokemon website for the whole day. Some people even called off work. Like, that's how serious people are taking this stuff. And I think Pokemon, knowing this, decided to just wait and hold off from, restocking these, because the website was probably going to crash within seconds. Everybody was going to be upset. So I don't blame them, and it sort of makes sense why they didn't restock them on release date. Now, I just want to show you guys the product here, just because if you've never seen them, I think the box looks pretty cool. You can see here on the top, it does say, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, but I don't know why they put it in this like color. Like, you can barely even see it. Like, from far away, it looks like it's like off center because you literally can't see anything. I don't know why they didn't just make it like sort of maybe a darker gray or something, because it's so light. It literally looks normal from far away. And honestly, when I got this product, I thought it was like kind of aligned, because I'm like, why is it all the way up here? It's just that it's so like light. It just blends in. But I do think the product looks really cool. But you can see here, I think the colors look really nice with Prismatic, like just the logo. And yeah, I think it's a really nice product. But I want to talk about my plans, what I plan to do with these. I only have 2. It's not a big deal. And I just want to talk about, this product and what my plan is and when I plan to sell them. Now, whenever I talk about selling things, especially, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, it doesn't really, bode well with a lot of people. People are like, well, it's going to keep going up. Why sell at this price point? It's going to go up all the way to this point. Like, here's the thing, guys. There isn't, in my opinion, somewhat of a middle ground of how much money you can make off a product and liquidity. It's like, okay, people make this argument with Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes or whatever product that, like, why sell now? It's going to keep going up. Guys, you can say that with every Pokemon product. Obviously, I'm not talking about like products that don't have packs, right? But like booster boxes, Elite Trainer boxes, all these other products, they all go up. Like, that's the point of this, right? We all know this. So saying that with these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, it applies to everything. At some point, guys, I mean, we're doing this to make some money, right? At some point, we're going to sell. But people have this idea, and I know some people are 20 years, like long-term, whatever. Yeah, I understand those people. But at some point, it makes sense to sell some things. I know that sounds so surprising. But like I said, there's a middle ground for how much profit you're going to make and how easy it is to sell. There's some middle ground, and especially for Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, obviously it gets to a certain point where, yes, it's just a collectible. I understand. But at some point, for me, it just sort of makes sense to sell, to put it into something else. And that goes for with any product that I have. Like, okay, every single product that I've bought in the past, I don't plan on sitting on every single box for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not like that. I sell some off and I keep some. Some products I'd rather just sell and buy some other things. And in my opinion, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are sort of that product. You can do extremely well with these, like, short, even long term, I think they'll do extremely well, but short term especially, you can do very well. And in my opinion, when these hit a certain price point, it makes sense to sell. Will they continue to go up? 100%. But like I said, everything goes up. So if these hit a certain price point, I can sell, buy something else, and that will go up. You know, some people understand the concept, some people don't really understand it that much, and that's why whenever I talk about selling these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, people get all like, I don't know, people don't like talking about this, but for me, price points and everything, it's whatever makes sense. It doesn't matter, like, if it's a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box and it's exclusive, like, it makes sense at some point to sell, and that's what I want to talk about here. So the current price point for these products, Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, I believe right now is like $250. Now, in my opinion, I've talked about it before. $250 is cheap. That's just my opinion. I think $250 is cheap. Like, even out the gate, I understand this is 4 times MSRP. How can I say that's cheap? But guys, look at, I make this comparison. I know it's like a year-old set plus, but 151 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, they're $350. Yes, it's had a year to grow, but guys, Prismatic Evolutions has an Eevee promo. I think this is going to surpass 151 at some point here in the future, especially if Prismatic Evolutions, just in general, which I think we all can agree, in the short term, it's going to go up, right? Let's think about it this way. If normal Elite Trainer boxes, right, it peaked at what, like 150, 160? Guys, if normal Elite Trainer boxes go to $200 in the next couple months here, which honestly, it sounds crazy, but let's say theoretically it happens, right? $200 for a normal Elite Trainer box, right? Where do you think these are going to be? Because right now, these are $250. So the next couple months, let's say the normal ones hit 200. Guys, $250 right now, I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's cheap. Because 151 normal Elite Trainer boxes, they're what? 150 to 170. The Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes are what? 350. When the normal Elite Trainer boxes hit $200, I don't think these are going to be 250. And that's why I tell you guys, in my opinion, this is not expensive at $250 because these are limited. Obviously, they're going to get restocked at some point because they didn't get restocked on release day. I understand. But let's be honest here. How many of you guys are going to be able to get them? Because the website's going to crash. That's why I made a video, I don't know how long ago, talking about how I truly believe that these are really not that bad of a pickup at these price points because right now, everybody's flipping these. It's probably going to be the cheapest price it's going to be probably forever, in my opinion, because these are exclusive. People are flipping these. When that market gets flushed out, even on that restock, guys, I don't think it's going to be as big as the first one. So that's why I tell you guys right now, I think it's cheap and why I made that video in the past. But, with that being said, the 151 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes being $350, the normal ones being 150 to 170. When do I plan on selling these? Like kind of a range, right? So, in my opinion, I'm going to give you a range. It's going to be kind of big, but I want to give myself some wiggle room and kind of explain. I will probably sell these, right? Anywhere from $500 to $700. Now, that sounds like an extreme range. I understand it's a couple $100, but here's the reason for that. When the 151 Pokemon Center ones are almost $400 now, right? I don't know. We've never seen Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes even hit 500, right? And we don't know where the liquidity is going to be with these Elite Trainer boxes, these Pokemon Center ones at that point. And we don't know where it's going to be in like 5 years down the road, right? So for me, okay, if I'm able to sell an Elite Trainer box, just one, for $500 to $700, guys, that's like I don't know what the range would be, probably like an 8 to 12x MSRP. Like, I'm good with that. Like, these may very well maybe go in, I don't know, 5 years from now, maybe to $1,000+ maybe. But at that point, guys, in that time frame, the difference, like I said, I can sell these, buy something else, buy a booster box or something, and move on. And booster boxes have a very long history of being liquid and all these sorts of things. And that's why at certain price points for me, it just makes sense to sell. Regardless, yeah, it'll go up. But, at some point, it makes sense to sell. And when these hit, because honestly, I don't think it sounds crazy for this to hit $500 and maybe the next year. I don't think that's insane. I'm just like, it just, I don't care about anything. Like, that's something that people have to think about sometimes. I feel like, is people worry too much about what other people are doing, if they're holding or selling these products. Guys, if you're happy with the money you're making off a product, who cares what people think? And that's what I do, because honestly, like I've told you guys, I don't talk about everything I buy, sell, or whatever, because people will criticize you for doing anything, right? So at some point, if you're happy with the profit you're going to make off a product and you know what you're going to use with that money, just you don't look back and don't read too much online, because some people are just like, they're one of those people that just never going to sell because everything's going up. It doesn't make sense to sell it because I'm waiting for this to go to whatever price. Everybody has their own strategy. But for me, I balance in my like liquidity and profit. I'm not all about just waiting for, booster boxes or these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes to become $1,000. Like, that's not me. For me, I'm trying to balance that line of being able to sell decently quickly and making decent profit and rolling that into the next thing. And that's just my strategy with Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes and any of these other products, because I know specifically with these exclusive ones, people are more kind of just the subject about selling is more touchy about these because they're exclusive and they're going to skyrocket, right? But it doesn't matter to me. At some price point, I'm just going to sell. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you have some sort of price point or some sort of range where you're just going to sell some. I know some people I've read online already sold some to cover their cost basis. I think right now still is way too early to sell. Like, honestly, if you're one of those people, I would have waited like a month. I bet you in a month these are going to be probably 300 bucks. So I would have waited, to be honest, to sell anything, because it just doesn't make sense to sell right now. The market's so flooded. But yeah, that's my thoughts on these products. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and got to see, I guess, what these products look like. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.